we're trucking right along with this challenge. We're currently hanging out in Coastal Highway at the Quonset Garage. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to the Long Dark Nomad Challenge. Last episode, we managed to knock out a couple of different locations over here, and we're now hanging out in the garage. So let's go ahead and check our little journal and see how we are doing as far as where we need to go. I forget where the button is. There it is, right there. So we literally only have about, what, 4 locations left to finish this challenge, which is not too terribly hard to get the rest of them. One of the last ones here, the Lonely Lighthouse, is kind of hard because of the fact that it's an outdoor location. This is going to be second to last. This is probably what we're going to do right before the end. We are going to finish in the, let me see, Lonely Lighthouse. Lonely Lighthouse. Stone Church is the one that is going to be the harder one because it's technically an outdoor space. And Desolation Point can get pretty cold, so we're probably going to have to keep a fire burning most of the time, even though we have all of the good gear that we currently have. So let's take a little bit of look around in here and see if there's anything really good.
For anything.
Wow, a 94% fish. Interesting. Cool. I'm going to leave pretty much everything sitting around for right now. We're just going to kind of look and see if there's anything really good as far as, you know, just cool stuff. So we do have a little bit of water if we need it. We've got it, and neither one of these are locked, so let's check them. Don't need your newspaper. Ragged Sport Vest. Don't need that either. What do we got in here? Antibiotics. We'll take. Don't want. That is, like, I hate to say it, one of the worst things. I never use those things. Ever do I ever use those things. So they can kind of help in speeding up cooking of water if you have them, but they're really such a pain in the butt. So we got another storm lantern and sodas all over the place and lots of flares. Got a brand new pry bar. Is there anything back in the corner? No. Got a battery, another whetstone, some more jerry cans, a basin. This actually is a water source. It's not a reusable water source, but it is a water source. Nothing in the drawers. Look down underneath things. Sometimes there's things hanging out underneath these shelves, but maybe not today. So search the drawer.
I think I can use this.
Yes, buddy. Finally. Cool. Very cool. It's about time. I figured we would have found those by now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very cool. Those can stay in there. Cured leather we're going to need, so we can fix those up to be 100%. We have some simple tools. I'm going to put those over here on top of this shelf so I know where they are. Check the first aid kit.
I'll take it.
Another sewing kit. More painkillers. Revolver shell casing, more gauntlets. Wow, that's always so cool. Another thing to note eventually is, like I said, I know I've probably said this and I'm going to repeat it again. There's a lot of reason why I don't bother with the antiseptics, and that's because of the fact that I carry around Old Man Beard's wound dressing. This is the exact same process, the exact same thing, for a considerably less amount of weight. So if you're looking to try to min-max on the weight and try to keep things down, don't carry this around, because that's literally, you know, as much water as one of, well, as like I said, it's a quarter of, what is it, you know, some of this. So I mean, we're actually going to need to make some water right there as far as that goes. We're out of water, but we have lots of sodas. I might not even make any water, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't carry those around. As soon as you can get some Old Man's Beard, it's one of those highly recommended things to do. Stop carrying them around. Both of those are shells, and that's actually some ammunition and a recycled can. Can I get it? Thank you.
This stuff will come in handy.
And man, somebody had a good time playing with bullets over here. I don't need these. Put them over there out of my way. Since we have to spend 3 days here, that's fine. Yes, please. I need those. Might just live off sodas for a little while because it looked like the place was full of them. Please give me some good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. We've already got a lot of good stuff. And we'll take the note. Oh yeah, this is this one. that meant okay, cool. Take it. I already looked in there. Good. Search all the drawers. Get on down through all of these. Probably not going to be a whole lot. There's usually not a lot even on regular stalker difficulties or pilgrim difficulties. Sometimes there's a lot of stuff here, so lots of storage, which is one thing that a lot of people like about this little building, is the fact that there's just tons of storage for all of your goodies. Coffee.
This will come in handy.
I think we still have a ton of coffee, don't we? Or did we leave that behind somewhere? I might have left it behind somewhere. Kind of got to the point I don't need to be carrying things around. More bullets. How good is that bedroll? We may be breaking that down for cloth later.
Hope nobody needs this.
That'll make leather work later. Another piece of stuff that we don't need. And more jeans. So did we get everything here? There's another one of those. Cool. Everything around in here done. All of this is done. I don't see anything fancy or sitting around. Sometimes there's a fire striker in this area. Sometimes. Not all the time. Whoop, don't hit the wall. Alright, so I am going to, I think, accumulate all the stuff up that's in this area and get prepped up and ready to go for some more goofing around, because we're gonna try to hit all of the houses right close to this area and hopefully find some more good things. There's a revolver.
Never
61. Well, we
Gonna
put
be
you up here
useful.
so we know you're here. And check cash register. Nothing. How good was this one? 98%. How good is the one we have? 100%. So, okay. Cool, cool. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up all this mess, and I will come back when I'm ready to go outside and go play around. Sounds like the weather's kind of nasty anyway, so it doesn't make me want to go outside. So, alright, I'll be back. Alrighty, I got everything sort of kind of organized, at least where I want it. I've got all the food stuck up in this little bitty container right here for now, because, again, we're going to spend a little bit of time wandering around doing various things in this area, because it's a very, very loot-rich area, and even at this point, it's a very good idea to kind of spend a little bit of time looking at things. So, was that good water or bad water? Let's go ahead and take all of that, just to do it. And that is, like, I think it's a one-time use thing. I know, I guess it's probably because it's leaking off the ceiling or whatever like that, but I do believe that's a one-time use. You never get any more of that back. I knew there was going to be one here.
I think I can use this.
Yes, we can, at least for the moment. We're doing pretty good. Looking through our various materials, we've got lots of food still to play with, plus a whole lot of stuff to drink. There is some very low condition food in here that I am not even going to bother messing with, because we still have plenty of other good stuff here, and of course just the random junk that we're not going to carry around. And what I kind of wanted to do for a really, really quick second is we have a couple of comparisons here that, you know, we do have the time, so I'm going to do it. We have 3 of the gloves that I would suggest you as a player go try to find, and being these, the gauntlets, are the best pretty much in the game as far as man-made materials, or I should say synthetic-made materials, compared to the rabbit skin boots. And I actually prefer rabbit skin gloves, and I actually prefer these once they're completely repaired over the rabbit skin goodness, if I can get to the rabbit, where are they? Rabbit skin mitts. And I think the reason why I prefer them more so over the other ones, I know that these are technically better, but I think the other one's way less, and I have a less reduction of this here. So it's 0.3 as far as the stamina reduction. They have a little bit less on the weatherproofing. I think they're actually better on, where are we? I believe they're actually better on protection as far as you know, this is what that number is, you know, this protects you. It's like armor. This is, you know, this production of that number is percentage protection against, like, say, animal attacks. So I actually prefer to have the gauntlets over the rabbit skin gloves, even though, you know, you can continuously repair rabbit skin gloves if you harvest rabbits. The ski gloves, as far as getting a hold of ski gloves, they're better, from what I remember at least, on all of everything versus the wool mittens. And if you find them, I know they say heavy work gloves designed to protect hands, and the work side unfortunately not really designed for warmth. These are very good. They're very good comparative to these because of the fact that they are very strong against, as far as animals, and they don't weigh a lot. So they're pretty good for things. So what we are going to do is we're going to take the best ones of those and hopefully repair them up. I know I've sat there and talked long enough, it might get too dark to repair them. 100% back. Now we can see the difference. 3.6, 3.6, and 40% plus 6% here. Whereas if we go look at the rabbit skin mitts, we're 3.6, 3.6, 50%, 5%, and 5% here. So they're technically better. So I'm going to go ahead and put them on. Thank you. And we can then put these guys away. So you can go in here, you can go in here, you can go in here. And I hope that helps a little bit, because that's why I'm excited to find those. At this point, we literally have all of the best Mad-Made material except for 2 sweaters right here, and the chances of me finding a Cowichan sweater or 2 of them in this run is going to be pretty slim. Now, we could end up with a moose hide satchel, but again, we're doing a challenge, so I'm really happy with that loadout. We're about as good as we're going to get. We're almost 60 degrees plus warmth in this, and actually I think I can get it to 60 degrees if I just repair everything, and a windproof bonus of 23 degrees. So that means we can go out in a wind chill of 23 degrees, and you add those numbers together, and that's how much wind and weather and cold we can withstand. So that's pretty awesome. That's like, what, minus 75 degrees outside before we start feeling the effects of cold. So that's kind of one of those, as you progress through the game, and yes, I know this is on a lower difficulty, try to find all the best clothes that you can and maintain it, and it's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead, take a nap for tonight. We're going to make sure we're fed up and drank up on all of the stuff. So let's just go ahead and get some of the sodas out of here. We've got a few bad ones. And have a drink of that right there. That will leave me with a little bit left over, and I am not tired enough to get through the night at this point, am I? Is there anything I can fix? That's in good shape. That could stand to be repaired. Knife's in good shape. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and clean those for a couple of minutes just to get them up. I did go ahead and stick my head outside and was presently presented with the bear, so he is definitely right outside, which is wonderful. I really don't want to have to kill him. But he will provide a little bit of entertainment outside while we're out here trying to do a few things. So let's see, where are we now? Let's pass 2 hours. I just want to get that line about even with the edge of the eye so we can sleep through the night. Okay, now we should be good. Go ahead, drink what was left of that one. Oh, I guess we did drink it all. Good. And sleep. For, I guess, 9 hours. And... wakey, wakey. Alright, so... sun is just about up. That's good. That means we can go do a little bit of fooling around. Go ahead, drink this. And kick our lantern on so we can see what's going on. Hello, emails. Cool. Alright. I'm going to go ahead, put these... I still have a few things that I don't want to carry. We need to actually get as light as we can at this point, because there's going to be all kinds of goodness here. So we'll put that away, this away, that away. I don't need you. I do not need all these flares. We'll take 3. I don't need the whetstones. I don't need the sewing kits at this point. I'm going to drop... we'll drop about that many of those. And drop about that many of... those, just so that we are a little bit lighter on the weight. I don't need you. I got a little bit of water in case we're in trouble. Did find an energy drink here, which again, not really all that necessary for us and what we're doing. I'm going to put you, the better one of you, away. I don't think we're going to need you. And actually, do we have fire starting 3 or 4 yet? Can I stop carrying those around? No, I'm still on fire starting 1. Wow, okay. All right, so I want to go across the road first, I think. Quick check. Quick listen. Check a vehicle or two.
I'll take it.
No, I don't want those, but I will take the other ones just for fun. Being very careful. Don't really feel like getting eaten by a bear after all this time. There, we can actually make a comparison on those. Let's run across the road. What do we get for houses? Hey, my favorite house is here. Oh, Jesus, hello. In... That's why I don't like this area. There's a reason why they call it Dogtown. Okay, we're good. This is my favorite house. I haven't been in this house in a long, long, long time. It's right next to the lake or the ocean. It's right close enough to the Quonset hut and the crafting bench or crafting workbench thingy there, and you have a nice fireplace to where you can cook things, and it has a excellent bed in it. Warmth bed of 14 plus 14 degrees, which is awesome. So yeah, it's a great little place to base out when you get a chance. So let's see. I don't need any of the water. And we're just going to kind of run through these fairly quickly. Don't need a book. Wool socks, more painkillers. Kind of looking to see if we get lucky with a cowichan. I would really love to have a cowichan sweater at this point. That would just top this all off.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Nope. 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 Man, and the socks. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hello. These are good too. Don't want them, but those are good. Now again, this is a subjective thing. I've got 2 pairs of wind pants on. 2 pairs of snow pants. These have about the most windproof, weatherproof, cold-proof you're going to get. But if you look at these guys right here, and I'm kind of spending this episode talking about clothing for whatever reason, they have an 8% outside protection. Now, you're not going to get them that warm, but they have an 8% outside protection. So these are very good for protection from animals. So you could wear this on your outside and then wear 1 pair of these on the inside and be very warm and very protected. We're just being very careful at this point. So, hence the reason why I ran in here like a chicken.
Hope nobody needs this
We'll
anymore.
take it. We're going to need some as we wander. And more Summit sodas. Why not? We'll just take all the food. That way we can leave it in the store like it's stocked up or something. If I get really bored, I'll put it all out on the shelves before we leave.
Probably is.
What do we got left? These guys? More chips. That's the new favorite let's put it everywhere thing. We did get you, we got everything else, and of course all of the cloth and everything that's in these houses is wonderful. Spray paint, you can come up here, I don't need you.
This'll come in handy.
I'm gonna pick them up for right now since we're not too heavy. More matches. Yeah, I think we might make a display of all the silly stuff we find and didn't eat before we leave. There's a simple parka. Don't really want any more clothing. We'll leave the clothing. Food, new pinnacle peaches. But yeah, like I said, the other reason why I like this one is there's 2 doors. I think we came in here, and because there's a wolf out there, and I know there's a wolf out there. Oh, hey, more firewood. Cool, we'll take that too. I now know I can go outside, put on my rifle, and hopefully in that amount of time he might have wandered off, or you can at least sleep and get out of the way from him. Kind of hard to tell, but I think the bear's right there too. Hello, Wolfie. Okay, so that house is usually burned down, although I've been in it like once or twice. This other one right here is a good house too. Actually, I like this house because you're far enough away from the bear, and there's like 1 or 2 wolves that come in here occasionally, but you have all of the access to this area right here, and you have a fireplace, and you have very close access to that workbench. So this is always, anytime I'm in this area and this house is here, this is my base. So where did he go? This house is a close second. And then there's another one up on top we're going to go look at, hopefully. Hopefully it's here. Where is he? I don't know. Well, let's go inside. And let's get our lantern out so we can see what we're doing, since it's a little dark. Hopefully we can get all of these houses on this side down. There's some simple tools before we run out of here and end the episode. So we're now encumbered, and that's mainly because I've got 8 pounds of fire logs on me. They're not the greatest in the world, but they will do for us for now. More sodies. Yeah, we'll take it. It's not bad. I know I'm kind of picking and choosing at this point, but it's going to give me something to do while I kill time. I don't want matches. I don't want those matches. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing.
I wonder if I can drop any of this here.
You are going to be fine. Ragged cotton scarf, another can opener, cotton toque, don't need. We'll take the accelerant for sure. And another flare, I guess I'll pick it up. Mucklucks, really interesting. How good are those?
Hope nobody needs this
42.
anymore.
Man, it's just all kinds of good stuff. Wonderful. We don't need you. We already have a pair. Yeah, we already have a pair. We're doing pretty good. More socks. And I think this one has a 14 bed too. Yeah, this is a good one as well. I usually like this house and that house, mainly because of the fact that they have a fireplace and a good bed, and they're relatively close to living in that Quonset, because the bear circles the Quonset, the wolves circle the Quonset, and there's a moose that circles the area if he wants to. So being on this side of the road is usually a little bit safer, and we already have 2 of those, so we're good. Ooh. This is one of my favorites too, when you can get a hold of a pea coat. We don't need it. They're a lot heavy. They don't do really well when they get wet, but they're very warm. Actually, they're very warm. And let's just look at it and I'll show you. Where is it? They're very warm and they're very protective, and they're also fairly weatherproof. But again, you look at this dude and I'm more so about trying to stay warm and out of the weather at this point than I am worried about staying protected from animals on this level of difficulty. Later on, I would make I've worn that on the outside, and the Expedition Park is on the inside, just to make sure that I stay fairly well protected. So, okay, I think we got everything in here, right? Yep. Cool. All right, getting a lot of food. Put that out. Grab a rifle. A rifle, please. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this house. I've stayed here many times, mainly because the wolves hang out right here, right out there on the ice, right there, and they also patrol kind of through here, so they're very rarely. That's a really good house to be here. If this was going to be a playthrough for me, I'd be camping right there for a while. I think I hear the bear. I'm not 100% certain. Okay, the bear's not here. The wolves are in town. See, that's the problem. No matter what you do with this area, there's always going to be either wolves or bears in it. So it's kind of a royal pain to deal with half the time. That's kind of why I'm being real careful even right now. So my other favorite house is that one right there, because it's just outside of the range of the wolves. I knew you were going to come. This is going to be a pretty cruddy spot to stand and shoot a dog. You know, let's just do this. We've got a lot of them. We're just going to have to listen to him get mad at me and make noise. Now, there are a couple of houses out on the lake. We're not going to go to them. I'm not even going to waste my time going over there, but there's usually very good loot in that one and in the one over there. So, we're going to go up here and then work our way back down the hill. How heavy am I? Little heavy. Might have to drop some wood. Let's go do that real quick. Let's go dump off some of this stuff, and then we can go up on the hill or even wander just through the area. As long as the bear's here, I don't mind the dogs. Or not the... As long as the dogs are here and the bear is not, I don't mind them. As long as you have flares, for the most part, you're fine. So, I'm going to dump that and that, all of this. Give me my food bar up. We didn't get a whole lot of food at that point. Drop that, and I really don't need all this water right now. Let's just bring that and that. And I am going to dump off the wood really quickly. There, that's going to make us feel a lot better. Yeah, a lot better. Okay. He didn't like me coming out here. Just always kind of careful, because that bear can hang out anywhere right here. So let's check this truck. Spray can number 3 in this area so far. And let's go run over here. Yeah, you can bark and make all the noise you want. I don't care. Alrighty, so we've got a flare. That's wonderful, and I'm going to be able to use it to do a little bit of working around, unfortunately. But let's check some more of these houses out. We got a little bit of time to do at least 1 or 2 more. Oop. Not finding any food in the oven. That's a little interesting. And no uncooked meat either. That's still odd. Of course, we've been here a while in this world, so things are starting to decay, and the meat, especially when left inside in a container, decays very quickly. So it's quite possible some of it's already gone by now. Coffee? Tea. Okay, well, we'll take tea. Yeah, we'll bring it. Like I said, I think we're going to stock the shelves in the store, just for fun. At least with food. How good is that pot? We'll pick it up for now. Take a flare. Hey, cup of coffee. Cool. Take you. Nothing under the benches. Nope. Another piece of wood. I see the long johns.
This stuff will come in handy.
Man, I'm going to get to be able to do the whole glove comparison. Look at that. Jeans, and a thin wool sweater. We have better stuff on currently. Bottle of water we'll take since it's right there. Nothing. Wow, all the clothing is outside in this one. Can I put you right there? Yeah? Okay, cool. More socks. Don't need any socks. And another flare. Alright, is that one? That should be this area done. See where the Wolfie is. We're going to go check this car, too. So that house is burnt down. I'm kind of leaving the cars for right now. I may check on them in a little bit. Where are the wolves? Where are the wolves? Where's the bear? Maybe they moved. I don't know. Let's check this car. I don't like that. I know it's that flag right there. It sounds like footsteps. Hope you guys can hear that. It's kind of unnerving.
Nobody needs this anymore.
We'll just go over here. Knock out one more house, and then I think we're going to call it for this episode, at least this point. So we should be pretty good. I'm going to kick the light on just in case, just because I've been having to edit these things because it seems to get darker for some weird reason. So we'll just do that. Save myself some editing time later. Have lots of lantern fuel. It's not like I can't. And another, that's a big cooking pot. This is funny. Can I get this to do this? I've been trying to get this to do this, I think, 2 or 3 times today. Or today, in this run. Put that one down. And put that one down. They're the same size. They just, for some odd reason, render bigger. We'll pick them up. Take them over there. Why not? What do we got? What do we got? Stove. Nothing. I can't believe we haven't found any food in any of these so far.
Okay.
More lantern fuel. Well, I'm at it, I guess. Fill up the lantern. Where is the lantern? Lantern, action, refuel. Go ahead. Jeez. Had quite a bit of fuel on us at that point. Cool. All right. Matches. I don't want the paper matches. Decent wool shirt. Those are okay. Baseball cap. Ragged cotton scarf. Wow, this place has got all kinds of good clothes in it. Really? Wow. Somebody must live here. Huh. Like, that's a full suite of clothing. Everything. Even the shoes. I think the only thing we didn't get is gloves. Neat. You usually tell the ones that have been lived in or being lived in, because there's a kind of a story that they put off, or they show, or they show you as what's going on. You can usually tell when they're lived in because, you know, yeah, granted the doors are falling off of these, but when you walk in and there's clothing everywhere and there's like shoes on the ground and there's lots of food in the actual cupboards and whatnot, it means that the thing was lived in and it hasn't been raided or something like that, because it is an apocalypse and you are one of many people technically out doing this. So yeah, he's here. Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and end it right there. I am going to make my way back over to the garage in a little bit after I take a quick nap, and we will continue on in the next episode. I think we're going to do a couple of more, at least one more here. There's a couple of more houses that are reasonably close this direction, and then I'm going to try to probably finish up as much of that as we can, and then we can do a couple of more of the other houses in this little area and not have to deal with him. So, all right, guys, I think we're going to call it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.